Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the AMT 125th scale 1968 Shelby GT-500 build. And I'm doing another one of these videos because I didn't really get to show me doing anything. It was more like the aftermath of the frame painting because I had a little bit of a recording failure, if you want to call it, like I usually sometimes do. Took a picture instead of hitting video. I have a bad habit of getting in too big of a hurry, and I'll push the button on the camera, sit down, and just start talking away, and then start working. And it's not a good feeling when you go to end your video and you look up and you see that the camera wasn't recording. But anyways, I'll bring the chassis back and painted the semi-gloss black around all the shock towers, wheel wells, and all that, and then the frame components. And I decided on my vehicle that I wanted the floor pans to be the body color. I figure this car does not have any undercoating, and I don't know. I don't know if they started spraying them back then or if they were still dipping the vehicles. I don't know how they used to paint them back then, but I figured I kind of like the look of it. It's instead of it being just all completely black, I wanted some color variation underneath my car. Just the way I decided to do it. I am going to tape off around here and then paint the gas tank in a steel color. And then, of course, you'll have your... We're going to do engine work today. But that's how the frame turned out. I think it looks pretty good. So we'll put that out of the way. And I've been looking online at these Shelbys, and it's I found so many variations. I painted my firewall the body color. I have to turn the light up a little bit. Oh, that is up. Okay. Seems dim in here today for some reason. But I painted my firewall the body color because I kind of liked the look of how it looked on the box. They painted the engine compartment black and left the firewall the body color, and then they painted the detail of all the wiring and everything, and the brake booster and or the master cylinder, I should say. I don't know if these had power brakes. Some of these more muscle cars back then didn't have power brakes. Anyways, I'm rambling again. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to have a body color and just kind of paint the wiring and everything like that, because it's got quite a bit of detail here on the firewall. I was impressed with that. And then different colored spark plugs on the engines. A lot of them were just black spark plugs. I seen some red ones, blue, a lighter color blue than the engine, and seen some yellow ones. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn between the yellow and the lighter blue. Kind of like the idea of the yellow because everything else is blue. So you're gonna have blue and like a dark blue, and then you're gonna have the engine blue. And on the intake manifolds like this, the majority of them I saw, the box art shows that they're kind of a steel color. I'm gonna leave mine the blue just because the fact I really like the look of the engine. The valve covers and the air cleaner are chrome pieces. But when I looked at the real cars, they're actually a flat black. And then the ribs on top of the valve cover right here, and then the Cobra, that there is like an aluminum color. So I'm debating whether I want to strip the chrome off these, paint them flat black, and then just kind of dry brush that with some aluminum paint, colored paint, or what. Same with the air cleaner. it was the same way. The ribbing on the air cleaner was, or the main air cleaner was like a flat black, and then the outline and the ribs on it was an aluminum color. So I'm kind of debating on whether, I think I'm going to leave the firewall the body color, just because I kind of like to have different, have it a little different. And that's what I plan on doing with them chrome parts. I'm going to do the flat black and then do the dry brush aluminum on it. And then, of course, we're going to have the steel exhaust manifold, colored exhaust manifolds. We are actually, right now, we're going to paint the exhaust manifolds, and we're going to paint the bottom part here of the fuel pump. And the top of the fuel pump's going to get a little touch of that gold paint to mimic a real one, and then we'll have the transmission in the I think I'm going to do it the aluminum color to see if there's any difference, because these look very similar. Oh, I should probably not do that. They look very similar, but we're going to get the steel out, and let's go ahead and paint them exhaust manifolds. Because what is that, 5 minutes of talking? No, 6.5 minutes of just running my mouth this time. I'm getting worse at that. Get that on there like that. And this is actually what they call metallic. It's model air metallic. So, make sure I don't got any on my hands, and the glasses are going to come off so I can see a little bit better. Let's just go for it. I don't know why it seems really, really dark in here to me. Oh, that goes on really nice. It's weird though, on some of these model air paints, like the yellow that I did for the vest on the Luftwaffe pilots for my Stuka, that yellow, it took like 3 coats. And same with the seats. I did that tannish color for the seats, and boy, that took 3 coats. But some colors, they're like one and you're good to go. I'm curious, like I said, if there is a difference in these two colors. It's a nice thing I like about the model air paints too. They level off really well when you brush them. Now I'm going to jump over to the, do I want to do that? No, I don't think I want to. We'll just stay on course here. Get this exhaust manifold done. I was going to jump over to the fuel pump. Awesome. when I glue the exhaust pipes onto there, I'm going to want to chip that paint off probably. I'm going to get a little bit closer here. There we go. I had kind of a weird little bump in there. Like so. Alright, now let's jump down to that fuel pump. Just gonna do the, and we'll get a little bit on the top part of it because we want to overlap. Try not to get my oil pan while I'm doing it. Get a little more, put my brush around and get a little more right here. Oh yeah, that part made me nervous a little bit. Just a little bit. I think that's a decent amount of overlap. Now, see if I can get some more paint on there with one hand. Good deal. My fingers tend to cramp up. Oh, that's excessive. Front a little bit here, a little bit better than that, hopefully. There we go. Gotta snap my wrist there. Gets to where it kind of gets uncomfortable a little bit. looks a little better. Now we'll flip it around to the other side and get the bottom. Kind of made it hard to get behind there, but I don't think I'm going to worry too much about it, because instead of a glob of steel color on the side of the block, I think I'd rather have with a blue like that, kind of gives it that shadow. And I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't trust myself to paint it without making it a mess. Gonna be some shiny exhaust manifolds though. Okay, that's, now we're shaking quite a bit for some reason. There we go. Finish it up here. Like so. We have exhaust manifolds and the bottom part of our I also debated whether I wanted to paint the water pump. I'm so used to, like back in the day when I used to replace the water pumps in my vehicles, I had Oldsmobile and a Chevy 350 and whatnot, and you get the new ones and they're the dark, kind of the grayish color. But looking online, it looked like the water pumps were painted the same as the engine, so I think we'll give that a touch of gold, and I think that'll give it enough bling up front to stand out, especially with all the transmission's going to be the aluminum color. So, but anyways, I kind of did more explaining again than working, but you gotta have a plan too. So there is the exhaust manifolds in the bottom of the fuel pump. And we also, there's a oil filter that we gotta glue onto the side there, but I'm gonna paint that separately. And that's gonna be a super glued part for sure, I'm thinking. So now we're getting some work done on the engine, and I really think it'd look cool. It'd really pop, I think, if I did the yellow spark plugs. Wires, sorry, not spark plugs. Yellow spark plug wires. So, anyways, I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.